Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Sorry you guys, she's been trying to get into the camera every time I've tried to press record, so I had to just kind of grab her and everybody say hi to Freya. Everybody remembers Freya. This is Mama's baby. She got a new necklace. You can see that. It's the fairy star, thanks to her Auntie Joyce and a really good friend of mine. Thank you, Joyce. It was an early birthday present and a little gift for Freya. All right, can you go over here and sit down? Let Mommy do her job. Thank you. All right, she's gonna, hopefully will lay here and let me do what I need to do. Thank you. All right, you guys. Excuse me. So, Jackson, a friend of mine, bought me a new deck, and he's like my spirit son, and I am so grateful and appreciative to him. So I want to go ahead and start off with the reading with these cards. They're absolutely beautiful. They're the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards for any of you who are interested, if you like these cards. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I asked Spirit, basically, please show me where the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are connected, okay? And you guys are being connected with inner strength. It says, Bridget, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. And I feel like, you know, you have the power within you, and I feel like this is what has already been happening in the past. You've been working on inner strength. You have been working on, and this is a independent journey. This is not something that somebody else can do for you. So I feel like for those of you who are in separation with your Divine Masculine, Feminine, your counterpart, I think it's because you have been needing to build your inner strength, which has a lot to do with, you know, fears of rejection, fears of not having enough, fears of not being loved, fears of being cheated on. It's like really working on all those demons that have been within you in order for you to manifest a stronger presence and have the confidence and the courage to be able to move forward. The next card is Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine and Feminine have been working on their spiritual connections, their spiritual tribe. I think that they have been working on, you know, manifesting their abundance. So maybe this has a lot to do with, you know, starting new businesses, or, you know, for some of them, they're, you know, managers of their own businesses, or, you know, they play a higher role, I feel like. I do feel like there's, you guys have both had to realize that you have had to almost pull from your reserves, the both of you, in order to be able to continue to move forward, you know, especially with everything that's been going on. And I think that there's a reason why the two of you are in separation right now, and it is because you guys have needed to, this is the part of the journey that you had to do on your own. You know, and in all of this, you have really risen to the top, and you're rising, you're continuing to rise, you know, and I see the Divine Alchemy, which is the Holy Amethyst, which is all about self-love, and that shows up in the future. In the present, though, and what you guys are heading into right now is Radha, Soul Flame, and she says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. You know, when I'm dealing with these Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines, that is your counterpart, and it's needing to come back to that soul flame. It's that, you know, it's really funny because look, Bridget is actually holding a flame. Bridget is actually holding the flame, okay? And what does Radha say? She says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. You know, with the lotus here, out of the darkness comes the light. It's like, with the lotus, it's like when it's being formulated, right? When it's coming together, it's down at the bottom of the pond. It's at the murkiest, muckiest part of the pond. The ugliest part. So you don't see the full transformation of the lotus until it comes out, and then you see this beautiful flower. But what that lotus had to overcome and the darkness that lotus had to go through in order to be able to come out as that beautiful flower, it took a lot. Your soul flame is here, and underneath Bridget, I can't help but notice, is Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. And it's like having the strength to be heard. And it's like, here's your divine masculine. And I feel like because she is so powerful, the divine masculine is seeing her as this powerful being, but it's almost intimidating. And so what he is trying to do is master the art of communications. So maybe your divine masculine never really communicated the feelings that he had for the feminine. And the feminine, the fire that she felt, she showed him. She showed him the love. She shared her abundance with him. But the thing is he's behind her now. But you know who's following both of them up? Get this one. Oh my gosh. Archangel Michael. And get this one. Lady Portia, divine order, and Archangel Michael trusting heaven. If that is not a divine connection, I don't know what is. So you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And he is literally standing behind the divine masculine. And Lady Portia is right behind Archangel Michael with do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So I feel like, you guys have been getting psychic insights. I feel like you guys already, the both of you guys are definitely... I think it's just a matter of time before the communication comes in, and I think that the flame is finally being lit, and I think that it's lit for the both of them. But the feminine is completely in touch with it. And if this is the divine masculine too, this could be your divine feminine side of yourself as well. So it's like you're allowing things to come to you because, infinite abundance, it's like the ebb and flow of life, yeah? Think about the infinite. It's constant. I give, you give. So like being in that there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of passion that I feel like there's a fire burning within her soul. There's a fire burning within her heart. And I almost see it's like he needs, see the wings? These are the wings of Mercury and they're over his heart. I feel like he needs to communicate how he feels to her. She is passionate for him. Whatever is going on in the world right now, move past that stuff. Like, it's going on, and yes, we have to maneuver it, but like, try not to get stuck, okay? Especially with ego, especially because there is this wonderful divine relationship that is going to be coming together. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck it says, expect powerful changes. I want to read the Soul Flame card because I haven't gotten to read it yet. I feel like it's important to read it. I should probably read them all, but we'll see if I get called to the other ones. Radha. Soul Flame. Love. I'm just going to read the extended message. No, I'm gonna read it all. About the Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flame of Krishna. She is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine, and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the feminine, the male cannot be sacred. And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old adage, behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna. And so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or a separation. So for some of you, you guys are going through a separation right now as well with a divine counterpart, and you are having to overcome your strength. Something was ignited. So I feel like this was like an igniting within you. And you're having to go back to self-love, and that's where the divine alchemy comes in. Extended message is loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and the opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. So it's like it's having to wake up the connection within you. Like I said, the divine masculine, divine feminine, it's having that balance. So if you're a divine masculine watching, it's maybe you've been too much in your masculine and you're needing to kind of tap back into the feminine aspects a little bit. And I know, like with Mars going retrograde right now, there can be a lot of ego, and so maybe for some of you, you're needing to tap into your feminine because there has been so much aggression and passion, and sometimes, it's not all good, so I do feel like the two of you are not talking, the masculine and feminine. I don't believe that you guys are talking. I want to reach Bridget because I feel like Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and the time of spring. She is the twin flame of Cernos. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. She is a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. And I feel like that's what you guys have been having to do is channel that. So if that's starting your own business, I've noticed a lot of the divine feminines have started their own healing businesses, whether that's yoga or, even psychic YouTube channels and, up and coming, I don't care if you going into the music industry is part of it. It's like, even if you're going into the assistant dental program, that's still part of your spiritual practice. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you love it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's your dharma, excuse me. So you can call on her, hold on. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flames to burn away anything that's not serving you, to bless any new projects you have in mind, and for support with fertility. So all these bridges that you're needing to burn right now, whether that's a relationship that you're needing to walk away from, or maybe the two of you guys have just broken up, since it is the overall energy, maybe this has already happened and it's maybe it's fresh, but it's right behind you and you realized your worth. And that's another thing with the infinite abundance. It's all about knowing your worth. And I feel like for a lot of you, this has been a huge lesson in self-worth, masculine or feminine. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead of you. So allow her to come in and burn away what's unnecessary, and then take on some of that energy so it can light a fire within you to motivate you. Start those businesses, start those practices. You know, it's like when you're doing the things that you love, it exudes you. That energy is so fucking sexy and so attractive. But it's like when you sit there and you think about it all the time and you don't actually act on it, like what do people admire about that? You know, it was funny. Okay, so here's a story for you guys today. Fucking kind of cool. I decided this morning, I actually called a client, which I've never done, and this is my first time doing it, and I actually called a client and said, hey, do you mind if we postpone your session? And I need to go to the beach. Like, I need to go before I do your reading. I just need it. And he was totally okay with that. Thank you very much. You know who you are. So anyway, I go down to the beach, and I'm sitting down there. There's nobody there. I'm in the water, okay? Because in Hawaii, we have to be in the water. I was in the water. And lo and behold, who comes up behind me? Matthew McConaughey. And yes, I do have pictures. And so I'm sitting on the beach, and I just kind of turned, and he looked at me, and he said hello. And I said hello back. And I just looked at him as if, wait a minute, I know him. And I didn't, it was like he was just another individual. And, you know, I think of the way that people like think about like these famous people and how exciting, you know, excited they get about, oh my God, you know, and I can only imagine. But it was like, I couldn't, yes, I took a picture, a couple of them, but that's because my daughter really didn't believe me. And so I had to prove it to her. And so anyway, she idolizes him, by the way. He is handsome, and he's a very nice gentleman. I'm not going to lie. He was very, very kind, and he's a wonderful father. I've seen that firsthand. So anyway, but it was like nothing. And then I was doing a reading later on in the evening, and a lady happened to walk in and see me. I was doing a virtual reading and see who I was. And she got really excited. And it was funny how I literally just left the beach with Matthew McConaughey. And there, you know, some other ladies were there. And you would have thought somebody there would have been like, oh my God. Be that for someone. I didn't feel that. But I actually had somebody do that for me today. Like, oh my God, I follow your channel. And for me, to know that I'm inspiring other people by doing the work, it was really an exciting part of the day. And yes, you know, that does fulfill some of the ego. And there are parts of the ego that are healthy, is what I'm trying to get to, you know, is there is nobody above you. And that's the one thing that I have learned. So when I saw Matthew McConaughey today, it wasn't like he was somebody so spectacular and I should have like bent over backwards and what can I do for you? Actually, one of the other things I said to him was, hey, you can't be sitting on the beach. It's a $5,000 fine. Like, that was like the extent and that and a hello of our conversation, you know? So, you guys think about that. Like, what kind of things could you be doing that, you know, people are going to see you for? And that's the kind, because when you're exuding that energy, that's what's sexy, is when other people find that attractive and they find those types of things about you intriguing. Like, you're not the damsel in distress. You know, and if you've got a fear of rejection, like that's your own insecurity. I don't care if you're divine masculine or feminine. So you have to learn how to light that fire within your own soul and feel good about the things that you're doing all on your own without the outside approval. Be so confident within yourself that it doesn't shake you. Like, You know, and so I feel like you have that infinite abundance within you. And then so Holy Amethyst. And I just feel like these cards are so perfect to what we're all going through in this divine masculine feminine twin flame journey. Holy Amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel, the angel who helps us transmute negative experiences into love and learning. So all these things that, maybe you went through this breakup, they were put here for a reason, for you to learn the lesson so that you can find that ultimate love at the end. And I'm so glad that she shows up at the end. The spiritual flame is what it's like. It's being drawn to the moth, to the flame. That, oh my God, that's so funny. Because, oh my gosh, I just had something in my face. I haven't seen a moth in a really long time around here. Until tonight. I actually saw a moth and my kitty was chasing it. Tonight, actually, for the first time. So that, the spirit is bringing that back. It's like, the soul fire is the two of you being drawn back together. And it's like a moth to a flame. And it almost looks like that's what is on his chest. There's the moth to the flame. And I feel like, he is starting to realize that the two of you have a mission with one another, that you came into this lifetime to come together to fulfill this mission. And I feel like the two of you guys are going to keep being brought back together until he is willing, or she doesn't, whatever side of the fence you're on, you guys, what side you're on, till one of you guys is willing to get up and actually come together, soul flame, bring your two flames together so that you can be that power couple. And that's where the infinite abundance comes in. Because it's like one thing when you're all by yourself, right? It's like, I heard from a reader, and I don't remember who said it, but they said, it's like you have a 30-watt light bulb or 60-watt light bulb, and then you have another 60-watt light bulb, right? So you are a 60-watt and he is a 60-watt. And then you think that instead of them coming together and then they're 120-watt, no. They come together and they're a 3 billion-watt light bulb, okay? So you two become a power couple. What happens in the midst of all of that is everything and their brother will try and come in and keep the two of you apart. Keep your powers from coming together. That's how the darker entities are able to control the two of you. But it's like you gotta light the way. The way is lit. Okay, it's like how I see a lantern, having that lantern lit and lighting the way. I'm going to read that again. Holy Amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel, the angel who helps us transmute negative experiences into love and learning. He is the keeper of the violet flame, which helps us release anything that is no longer serving us. Holy Amethyst also enables us to look over our past fears and challenges and draw wisdom and learning from them. Unlike Zadkiel, for many years, she was not mentioned in spiritual texts. And I believe this was because her miraculous support wasn't needed on earth as it is now. Okay? To connect deeply with her light, hold her namesake crystal. Obviously, you guys, in case you didn't know, it's an amethyst. Holy Amethyst. Okay. Extended message. You are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more powerful. And purposeful. you may feel a real need for clearing out. So clear out the clutter, you guys. Not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. You got to make room and save that space. Mentally, emotionally, physically. We can't have this fucking past baggage. Baby daddy, ex-boyfriend, ex-wife, a fucking girlfriend from kindergarten that you're still fucking pining over. Like, you can't have that shit, like, in your way, okay, for this next cycle. There is a sense that you are moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant or unhealthy experiences. It is important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time with the ability to use your thoughts, will, and actions to bring about life's fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. It is important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear, because you give your energy to will literally begin to flourish. What you give your energy to will literally begin to flourish. Call on holy amethyst to help you focus on golden opportunities. So yeah, if you're focusing on all the negative shit and, maybe, this fire was fights and arguments that you got into with your divine masculine or feminine, maybe that was a passionate or heated conversation that the two of you guys had. Because again, you've got Mercury communication. So maybe the divine feminine was fiery with you. Maybe she was, she lashed out. Maybe it was fiery in the past. But again, we're transmuting that energy, and we have to transmute it into forgiveness, because we're 50% at fault for everything that goes on in our lives. So, and you guys too, the amethyst is also the birthstone of Pisces. And we did just have that Pisces full moon, which is letting go of the relationships that no longer serve a purpose. That's not just romantic. So some of you could be walking away from soulmates. You could be walking away from karmic partners. Karmic partners could be even family members, you guys. It could be a job. It could be a friendship. Maybe you and your friend have been friends since like the 3rd grade, and now all of a sudden you're no longer friends anymore. So we are really ending and closing old doors, and we are starting to open up new ones. So that makes a lot of sense with the amethyst card. But realizing, your abundance will come when the two of you come together and start working together for the same common goal. But it's going to be when, I'm saying the masculine because it is showing up as the masculine is the one that is needing to communicate. And I feel like, the masculine has been talking to his higher guides, Archangel Michael, because I do believe that that the divine masculine does realize that the two of you are counterparts. And I do believe that he also sees that the two of you do have a mission here with one another. So, wow, that was really beautiful, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some twin flame cards and see what the divine masculine wants to say to the feminine right now. Okay. All right, so hold on. We'll do one more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. Spirit, can you show me the divine masculine? What is you want to say? Okay. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, the divine masculines are saying, trust me. Okay? They're asking you to have trust. They are asking you to have faith. They're saying that they can't face you right now. Okay? And I feel like it goes back to they have things that they're doing right now. They're dealing with the 3D realm. People are working on their jobs. They're working with their family. If these people have any, or these divine masculines have any children, they're having to deal with that whole aspect. And I feel like they are feeling that the divine feminine is pulling away right now. It says, I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? So I do feel like, because they haven't been around, and they haven't communicated their feelings. And I did say that. It says, I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. And I think that was something that had happened in the past. And this person is saying they want you to trust them. And I feel like this divine masculine maybe for some of you did try to open up in the past, but they weren't good at it. I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. So I do believe that the divine masculine does feel like you're a place of home. Maybe they used to come over. Maybe you used to, you guys hung out, whatever. You guys, and I just heard the horn honk. So there you go. And I feel like the divine masculine misses you. They miss that between the two of you, and they're definitely hearing songs that remind them of you. Okay, so I don't know if and my nose just started itching. I don't know if the two of you shared music, and I feel like the music comes on. You know, one thing that I am seeing here, because I am seeing a few different feminines here, I do believe that the divine masculine has had a few, and especially with the inner strength, and this could be the divine feminine too, twist it, flip it, however you may. I feel like you have had choices. You have had an infinite abundance of choices. And I feel like the divine masculine is working on narrowing it down right now. And I feel like, you know, the more that the feminine is starting to pull on her inner strength and starting to pull away, because I feel like the divine feminine is ready to open up to whoever is willing to meet her halfway. So I feel like the divine feminines, you're going to have choices and decisions as well. I'm seeing here where I think that what's going to end up happening is, for some of you, you're going to have a divine masculine, a soulmate, or, you know, divine masculine come in who's going to be more in alignment with what you want now. They're willing to open up with you. They're willing to share with you. They're willing to, they want stability with you. And I feel like when that happens, that's going to trigger something, that flame from within. Did you see that fly out of my hand? And that's funny because Mercury, we all know, it's like the wings, you know, and she just flew out of my hand. So I feel like the divine masculine is going to come flying in when the divine feminine is starting to move on. And he's going to want to communicate his feelings with you. But I do believe that the divine masculine is communicating to you feminines through music. So if a song comes on, something about them missing you, what you're hearing is correct. It is from your divine masculine, and they're saying, please trust the messages. Okay, so let's find out, what are the feminines wanting to say to the masculines? I'm battling my addictions right now. Feminines to the masculines. Whoa. I'm coming back soon. Your smile makes me melt. Yeah, I don't think the two of you guys have seen each other in a long time. And, you know, yeah, I need you back in my life. And the silence is killing me. So the two of you are dying to talk to one another. I'm coming back soon. Sorry about the glare, you guys. I'm battling my addictions right now. Your smile makes me melt. I think that they think about your smile all the time. I need you back in my life. I think the divine feminines are having a very rough time with you and they're having to pull on that inner strength, like Bridget is saying here. The silence is killing me. You guys, the two of you, you're having a tough time. The both of you guys are wanting to communicate with one another. And like I said, I think that the feminines are having a really rough time not talking, because you look at all of them, her mouth is closed. Her mouth is closed. Her mouth is closed. And the divine masculine is literally like this behind the divine feminine. So they're not talking. And yeah, all their mouths are closed. Nobody's saying anything. The silence is killing them, but all in all, the divine feminine, they love you. And they keep seeing signs of you everywhere they go at the bottom of the deck. So the two of you are mirroring one another, and it's like, you guys, trust that the signs that you are seeing everywhere you go is signs that the two of you guys are coming into union at some point. I just feel like you're needing to end things right now. You know, there's a lot of different things going on in the sky right now with Mars going into retrograde. That's the masculine energy kind of dying out. It will give you guys opportunity to go back over some stuff. Maybe your masculine or your feminine has anger issues and they are needing to overcome those. And that is something that he or she is trying to learn how to overcome so that they don't bring this into the relationship. And so you're going to have to trust that. Okay? And, you know, like I said, that's feminine too. Maybe that's one of their go-tos. That's their addiction. And so they're needing to learn, like all the feminines here, how to keep their mouth shut. Work on their anger issues. But they think about you. The feminines think about the masculines. They think about how much they love them. They think about... I think that they envision the times that you two spent together. And I think that for the feminines, you know, no matter what, they have so much love in their hearts for these masculines. And, you know, this goes for even if you don't know who your masculine is. I feel like you are at that point where it's like you feel this. So for some of you, you've been feeling heartburn. And I think that that's your heart igniting. Okay, so if for those of you who have been getting like heartburn or like pains like in the heart area, now that I'm not a doctor, please, if you guys need to go and get medical help, please feel free to go and do so. But you know, for this is also an upgrade, you guys. I know lately for me, I've had like heart palpitations and things like that, and I feel like it's just breaking down those walls around my heart even, you know, and so that I can allow the love to come in. The person that I'm going to love and the person that is going to love me back in a place of equality. And that goes for all of us, you guys. I'm on this journey with you too. This is not, you know, we are all interconnected. There's a reason why we are all congregating here today, you know, and it's because we're all on different parts of this journey. And it's like, you know, for some of you, you're a little further ahead. For others of you, you are starting the journey. You know, and this is what you have to look forward to and you have to overcome, you know, and for some of us, we're ending out cycles and we're all on different timelines. So, you know, and I think that that's why the two of you, it's like the masculine is saying, I can't face you right now. And the feminine is saying, I'm coming back soon. So masculines, you better be ready for your feminines when you know, or, you know, masculines are needing to come back out because the masculines are saying, I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. And the feminines are saying, I need you back in my life. So the feminines, if the masculines are worried about, you know, not or being rejected, you know, the masculines are saying, I miss you. And the feminines are saying, the silence is killing me. Tell me that you miss me. Come in. Tell me that you love me. You know, I think that the feminines, you already know, masculines, that the feminines love you. You know that they melt at the moment that they see you. And you do too. That's why these songs that come on the radio, and it's like, I feel like for masculines, if you are in a third party relationship, I think that the divine purposely puts on songs about your divine feminine to trigger you while you're around your soulmate or your karmic relationship. It's to trigger you to come out of that. I think it's because the masculine didn't communicate their feelings that the feminines moved on. But I think that the masculines were trying to communicate with the feminines when they were sending them songs. So if your masculine sent you songs, they were trying to tell you through that song how they truly felt about you. So I don't think that the feminines really trusted that and couldn't see the signs back then. And that's where I'm starting to see where the feminines are starting to see the signs. I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go. The masculines are saying so many songs remind me of you. So I think the two of you definitely have telepathy. The soul flame. You're so connected. You guys, it's just a matter of time before the two of you, you know, come into union, because I feel like it's like I said, a moth to a flame, and I'm really getting that, really getting that. You guys, this is a beautiful fucking reading. I am so in love with this reading. You know, I'm going to go ahead and claim it. So you guys claim this reading in the comment box down below. Let me know how this is going for you guys. Keep me updated on your journey. I love reading what you guys write. I get back to you guys. I try to answer every single one of them. You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in a personal reading, check the description box down below. This is beautiful. I want to go ahead and end this here. I don't want anything else to come out. I think that this is a perfect place to say I will see you next week. You guys, don't forget to check your element, your sun, moon, rising, your Mars, Venus, and Jupiter readings throughout the week, my daily readings, and the Divine Masculine Feminine every Saturday. You guys take care. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll chat soon.